Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sunesha and we are playing Dishonored 2. We are at the last stretch of the Clockwork Mansion mission here. We have our old friend Sokolov with us here. He's taking a small nap, so we should try to escape this hellhole. Okay, so I'm not sure where we should go. I think we need to go to the lower one. That's a nice, really nice ring here. I know some people actually get car sick only when they are traveling backwards inside cars, and I just thought about that Emily may puke on her shoes, which we can't see here, but we can puke on Sokolov at least. So we are going to the lower district, which I think is where we want to go. I almost forgot how it was there, because I remember the middle district, but the lower district... Oh yeah, it's inside here. Okay. So, we need to make our way back, and usually we will... the roof is probably the most wisest...
I hope you kissed your kids goodbye this morning.
Who said that? It sounds super weird, like some magic is going on here. Do we have a witch close by, or what's going on? This freaks me out. Oh, it's only this thing. I think it's this tree. Wow, look at how big it is. I never noticed because I never had to watch that. But yeah, now I'm paranoid for some reason here. Oh, I'm trying to remember the layout on this place here. Oh yeah, we need to go downstairs, so that should be a quite easy trip, I guess. If nothing unexpected happens, I think we should be fine. Something has happened here. It looks like there has been some criminal overtaking going on here, because all the guards are dead. There are some women. You kind of look weird.
I can feel my power grow. I can hear her voice.
That's the witch, yeah. She has one of the roses things. Are they on our... Let's get our heart out. It probably will be able to.
Point the way. Help you onto a path.
No, yeah, that's the witch. I think they are witches. They have started to take over. After all, Delilah is the queen now, so it shouldn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise me that the witches have taken over. They are quite difficult enemies, but they have the weakness as usual. If they can't see me, they can't hurt me. It's a weakness every enemy in this game has, and yeah, they have no magical senses to find me, but yeah. Let's see if I can get out over this. I'm completely in daylight, which I don't really prefer, but I think I'm out of their sight. But this is an interesting development of what's happened here, so I wonder how it will affect us. Okay, let's go through this one. You see, yeah, they are unaware of my presence, so I can calm down there, but I think we have to be vigilant here, because there could be witches on lower levels down here. So I think we should go slowly and use our ears. Don't see any wishes here. Did we came from there? Or yes, we probably did. Yeah. I'm unnecessary conscious here. We have a albino rat here, okay. Where did our prompt go? I think because we arrived from this place here. Okay. Let's see. Could be an ambush. She's hanging around there. She's hanging around there, so I think it should be safe. This will be the shortest episode, but yes, I didn't have time to do it otherwise.
How is he?
He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
All right. Go to the dreadful whale. Yes, thank you. So here we can see hostile kills. What did I think? Is that the Clockwork oranges? I think they, but yeah, of course they count as hostile. So yeah, I shouldn't kill the Clockwork orange. It could be, yeah, I was detected a bunch of times. I got 6 of 6 runes, so 1 of 1, outsider shrine, bone jumps, everything. I didn't get a lot of the money was hanging around. I missed some blueprints. I don't really care. We got some special actions. Hidden reciprocity. Discover Kieran Yundo's hidden reciprocity by manipulating the walls of the Clockwork mansion. A man of the people. Kill the leader of Hollard's once. I didn't kill him. Did I? Maybe. I can't remember. He could die by fall damage or something. Blasted your way through the walls of the black market shot. Yeah, we did that too. Always this ominous waking up is always so ominous when she does that. Return to the Redwell Full Whale. That was a lot easier than I thought. Can't use that, I don't have any mana. Is this one of the outsiders trick again? I don't have mana for some reason. It looks... I don't have any skills. This is not... I think as soon as I open the door, something dreadful will happen on the dreadful whale. Yeah, I should have trusted the name of that. Yeah, I don't feel... It looks like I can interact with anything here. We have some tea and teacups, but... Yeah. Are we attacked by killer dolphins? I fixed that. Oh yeah. This doesn't look... there's a route through that. Yeah, I suspected that something was wrong. Let's close the door there so we don't get any rodents inside my room. I don't like that.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Oh, I think Delilah has started affecting the void because the things we have read about her is that she's going there for trips more or less, and she probably makes her place here then, and that could explain things. Oh man, look at that! Doesn't that look scary? Something from a nightmare where the roots has trying to kill you. Usually you're safe inside the void, but I don't think that is the case any longer. Okay.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were closest sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I just got goosebumps because of the whole thing. I thought about the whole other game, the Death of Outsider. It's actually about not killing the outsider we know, but maybe killing Delilah. And she has taken over the void here and making sort of whispers from the past. Let's see what our mother says.
I told you when you're older. How's next year?
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Distance? Well, it's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
So, she's using the void to torment us for some reason. But she is Delilah, and she took in all our power too. We usually have our outsider power. Does that mean that she is the outsider now and has taken back the outsider mark from us?
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
Okay.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me the name?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessie. What is your account?
It was her. Delilah's line. She broke it.
Okay. I can understand that she is a little bit pissed. But she should respect my authority as Empress, but yeah. She has no respect for authority. It's like that with young people today.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
A way out. No, I don't want to leave. This is such a comfy place. But I will
It's
definitely
hard to know
return.
whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
She probably is.
When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Okay. Time to wake up again. It seems a little bit more real this time.
Even in the void, if only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Picture of Sokolov. Thank you. Let's read this first hero. Thank you. It's something I should say to your face, but it's hard for me. Thank you for what you did, bringing Anton back. What would I have done without him pottering around the ship, mumbling and stroking his greasy beard? I wanted to find him on my own, but hearing what you went through, I'm impressed. Anyway, enjoy this bottle from the captain's reserve. Good stuff. I got it from an aristocrat, not a cat, wanting a quick pass test out of Karnaca a while back. You need it now that Anthony is back. If you want to sleep, his snoring is cut straight through the bulkhead. Megan, okay, she's grateful that we have saved Sokolov. But it seems like I didn't. There wasn't a hint that Sokolov in the early game had such a good relation with Sokolov, but I think it was something that happened before. Let's just fill up our mana. Does it work here? Okay, so let's read Dear Diary, I Want a Pony. Okay, so we have one new one. Okay, Sokolov is safe. I rescued Sokolov. The man spent years serving my family, educated me in both intellectual subjects and what a weird word, bawdy humor, and now the small part of what I owe him has been repaid. I'm just sorry that I can't offer him more comfortable accommodations. The dreadful well, dank and cramped as it is our home for now. He's been living here with Megan for years, but in his current condition, I wish we could make him more comfortable. I was able to stop carrying Yundosh. His weaponized mind won't be a threat now, his thoughts scattered and memories destroyed, by his own device no less. When Sokolov is feeling better, maybe he'll have an option on whether I did the right thing or not by killing Yundosh outright. Anyway, it's a relief to know that the last Clockwork soldiers remaining in the Empire are the only ones there will ever be. Delilah in the Void. I dreamed of Delilah Copperspoon. No, this was more than a dream. I was in the void. Somehow Delilah brought me there. I don't know if she was showing me the true past or a fabrication. She spoke of my grandfather, Emperor Emily Kaldwin. History says he was a man of honor who served his people, but Delilah showed me all his promises unfulfilled, all those easy lies. And she showed me my mother, just mine, as never I imagined her, spoiled and petty, entitled, and finally a great injustice, Delilah's mother dying in the debtor's prison. I have so many questions, but how do I sort the truth from the lies? Actually, I don't. I think Delilah is actually showing the truth, but I think people, yeah. Even that you're treated very badly doesn't give you license to treat other people badly, or it gives you a license, yeah. In other words, it doesn't give you the right to revenge, in my humble opinions. Hello, rats. Yeah, I'm just checking it.
At his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Oh, we have, yeah, she's a super doctor. Maybe she can help Sokolov. Let's talk to her.
Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
Then we'll have to make sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome.
Karnaca's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I appreciate your thoughts on the matter, Alexandria.
Okay. Sorry. I'm having a temper tantrum here. Sorry, how about you? Oh, nice one. Oh. Okay, so they want us to go over there, so I want to go somewhere else. Let's just check. Do the hearts show any more rules here? No, I think we have gathered them all. Private. Yes, there is a lot of room for private here.
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his Clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Not clever enough.
Jindosh won't be making his army of Clockwork soldiers.
Restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Emily did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
Oh, so he's our guy that is
Anton,
briefing now.
When I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of? Or what she's up to.
And we were just read about her in the last mission. Jindosh and her was working on about stuff about whale bones. So yeah, it's probably some occult stuff. Oh yeah. So, have we read this? 2 dead on our first day on the continent, but a new world said it will have one more. None other than the captain himself. This is kind of a continuation of what we read in the last episode. His group had found a cluster of a small world much like we already read this. Yes, that's why I recognize it. Oh, this is his earlier stuff, so we have all of them here. Let's see, 2. Let's see if we can find one in this room. Doesn't seem like... Let's read this first. Let's see if we read this. That's probably why I thought we read it. Okay, so this is a reflection once again on the same books. We were only miles from shore, but our approach was marred by numerous hidden reefs and jagged rocks. They lay shallow, and we spied 2 vessels that had succumbed to them some time ago. The remaining crew was uncharacteristically silent as we edged by the weathered wrecks. The first mate declared a particular narrow channel to be unpassable, but the captain dispatched 10 crewmen onto the submerged coral with sledgehammers. Thereafter, each chest deep in the water, they pulled out the Antonia Aquila into the tiny channel with ropes. It proves a marvelous solution. However, just as we were about to lower the rope ladders, tragedy struck, as the men were beset by a school of reef-dwelling eels. Apparently their toxic bites were quite painful. From the railing, we could see them swarming to the men, who begged us for aid before succumbing to the paralytic effects of the toxin. Within moments, all were still in the water. We continue on in silence, and by the sunset we cleared the bars and put up anchor in the bay with a red dog beach and an emerald overgrowth beyond. I confess I was nearly giddy to put my feet on land again. The small smell of ripening fruits, warm earth, was as pleasing to me as a cherished vintage. We gathered wood and made fires, and indulged in some tinned meat and lemons from our stores. How good it was to slumber on the beach with the crackle of embers nearby, having finally escaped the cramped and damp quarters of our vessel. We took turns with the watch and passed a quiet night. At last we stood and Pandysion soil. So that was before they was killed by... It was quite a trip. The guys was killed by eels and stupid rodents and things. You should probably not mess with animals that you don't understand. Okay, at dawn I set out with a group that foraged east, included 2 natural philosophers and 4 crewmen. We used blades to clear the vegetation that grew thickly here, and slowly made our way away from the shore up a steep incline. Our purpose was to gather samples of the native plants for our research journals. I found myself pressing leaves and stems between pages and taking copious notes on several species of flora I surmised no human had ever set their eyes on previously. When suddenly young Mr. Gravit from the academy began hopping about and screaming wildly. Chance had bade him to pick an unfortunate place to step. Aggressive ant-like creatures swarmed him from below. So many in number were his tiny attackers that we quickly lost sight of him under the onslaught. We finally managed to pull Gravity from the insect, acquiring several painful welts where we had come to his aid. Miss Gravity, however, was bitten, or stung, or as I was eventually discover. So many times he was barely recognizable, swollen into deformity over every inch of his person. Moaning like a sick bull, he expired before we could carry him back to the beach. Lucky some of the creatures still clung to him, providing us with precious samples. It's dangerous to be a scientist, especially... At least they got some new samples. That is also something. Okay, cool. We're done there. Let's talk with her.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Oh, conservatory. I really liked the last mission. Oh, time is flying by here, but I don't want to miss some interlude stuff here, so yeah. If it goes up...
Ashworth has an interest in the occult. That's a snotty way to put it.
So let's just see here.
You might be facing me along with her.
We don't have a key for that, we can't blow it up. Okay, so she will teleport. No killing dolphins. Okay, let's leave here. I think we are more or less done with the stuff. Or at least here. Wonder, she will come running here, bouncing, knocking me over here, because yeah, she has to go to the boat before me here. Yes. Or she has a secret way. She's not there for the moment. That's unfortunate. Are we in a new place with rooms and stuff? It looks like nighttime. So Royal Conservatory. What's that up here? I think interesting. Okay.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options.
I think that is our option.
If she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
So we are arrived to a new place. Find out where... Yeah, I think we need to talk with him. That would be helpful. Why is my mana... Oh, now it's working. Okay, cool. So finally a new mission, and not finally. I actually enjoyed the last mission. It was probably one of the most complicated stealth mission I played in any stealth game. Just how all the things was just moving about, and you have to adapt to 7 different levels with the same enemies in the same space. Yeah, it was cool. So that was everything for this episode, and as always, thank you for watching.